Welcome to the Nerds Who Swing podcast.
Welcome to the Nerds Who Swing podcast.
I'm Margot.
And I'm Miller. You can find us everywhere where you would find like a normal podcast, iTunes.
Normal podcast.
Yeah.
They have normal ones and sexy
They
ones.
do.
They have them all.
This is in the sexy iTunes department. You
Yeah.
can find us anywhere. Just search Nerds Who Swing. Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. You can find us.
Twitter everywhere. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're all the places.
We are everywhere you want us to be.
And you, well, I mean,
or we could be.
there's that.
Yeah. Email us at nerdswhoswing@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Email questions.
Yeah.
Comments. Send in pictures, and you can be on our logo.
That's right. Every episode, we have a contest where you could be in the Nerds Who Swing logo. Go to our Instagram page, and you can find all the past winners of every episode.
They're not all me or
No,
you.
you
There
are
lots
in
of other
some, and
people.
I'm in some, but
Yeah.
that was like the first couple episodes.
Yeah.
Now we have all of our sexy listeners
It's so awesome.
giving us their pictures.
It's really,
amazing.
really good.
Yeah.
Now and then they're too sexy, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's okay. I sometimes have to put the words over the titties just so you don't see the nipples, but
Yeah.
that's okay.
Keep sending in those nipples, ladies.
Send us your nipples, exactly. Yeah. Welcome to the Nerds Who Swing podcast.
Thanks for listening.
It's not anything that turns me on. The last thing I wanna do is listen to you talk. I don't wanna know what you're about. I just want your dirty little mind and your dirty little mouth.
Oh,
Yeah.
are we not recording that part?
No, but now we will.
Oh. It's comedy gold.
Yeah, we should get more pictures for our logos.
Yeah.
I wonder if everybody just skips over the intro now. They're like, yeah, we get it. And now
maybe.
they're
Maybe
like,
we should record a new one.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's right.
Now it'll
Do
be
you
the
like
same.
boobs? Do you have boobs? Do you like people looking
Do you
at your
like,
boobs?
have, enjoy touching boobs?
Anything related? Do you even just like looking at the word boobs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you written the word boobs ever?
On a calculator.
On a
Where it goes-
calculator. Yeah. Then send us your boobs.
Yeah.
Be in the Nerds Who Swing logo.
Yeah, you should.
I know.
I was just being told that we've run out of semi-tame photos and we only have very racy photos.
Yes. That's why some of the new logos have
Yeah.
our logo covering up their naughty bits.
Fully.
I mean, I
full.
like both. Honestly, they're both great.
Really? You're okay with seeing all of that? I'm so shocked.
Listen, I do it for our podcast.
I'm sure.
And if our listeners want to continue to send us pictures,
Of their
like
hoo-has and their buttholes.
yeah, so yeah, you know what? We haven't had a butthole
Oh,
yet in our logo.
I was just joking.
If you would like to be in our podcast logo, would your butthole like
Oh
to
my
be
God.
in our podcast, hidden behind our logo? Yeah,
Whew.
send it in.
Oh, wow.
Bend over and send it
Oh,
in.
jeez. Is that an advertisement or what? But, like, the boobies, like, that's
I do
tame,
really
and
like
then
the
you can
boobs,
put
yeah.
two little
Yeah.
things. That's cute.
I've done that, yeah.
I know. It's cute.
Yeah, the last one was like, oh shit, I need two for the boobs and then one for the
The hoo-ha.
hoo-ha, the lady parts.
Yeah.
The vagine.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what he calls it, ladies.
Yeah.
Hot.
Like, is it okay if I go down on your vagine?
Yeah.
And then like,
Well, it sounds fancy.
yeah, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Nobody's ever called it that before.
Really?
Yeah.
No one?
Nobody.
Really?
Yeah. I
Really?
just made up that term. Yeah.
Just now?
It's an official
brain?
copyright Nerds Who Swing.
Well, I bet no one's copyrighted it before. I'll give you that.
That's true.
Here
Boom.
you go. Vagine. We'll have
Nerds
it
Who
on
Swing.
merch and everything.
That's right.
Our word.
That's right. Brought to you by Miller. Do you want another question?
Sure.
Or do you want to do one of our topics?
I don't care. I can do it all, baby. Oh, it's my Elvis. It was bad.
Yeah.
Yep. I didn't say it was good.
I wouldn't have known it was Elvis.
I just said it and then I was like, who did that sound like? And
Yeah. A little bit Austin Powers.
What?
Yeah. Do it again?
Oh, because it said baby. No, I'm
Yeah.
not doing it again.
Yeah, baby.
No, I'm too on the spot now.
Yeah.
Can't do it. It's like you're making me.
Nerds Who Swing, baby.
No, that's... He was English. Did you...
I didn't. I wasn't. I was Elvis.
Oh. Oh, my God. Well, that was great.
Mm-hmm.
We should end now. That's
Yeah.
the ceiling. You can't get better than
Exactly. Margot.
that. Yipper. Never said that before.
What was that again?
I don't know.
Yipper?
Yipper.
Yeah. That's your new intro.
That's me.
That's how you're going to say hi. We're going to go meet people and be like, I'm Margot Miller. Yipper.
I'll be like, we are not
Oh,
interested.
Yeah, she's outside
We'll
our
be-
demographic.
We'll be way over there because I don't know.
We can
what
only
the hell's
play two
happening here.
numbers like apart. And
Yeah, and that just lost you like 5 points.
yeah,
so
yeah.
you
Bruce
were-
is a -5.
Yeah.
yeah.
Do we have a topic?
Sure. You want to talk about one of our topics?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I think we should.
Okay. So let's talk about. We went to a Halloween party.
Yes, I was there.
Yeah, that's right.
Were you there?
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, he was.
I was there. But we had talked about before it the possibility of like situations where we might play apart from each other.
Oh, okay.
You seem so surprised.
I
It's
didn't know
like-
what we were talking about. I thought you were talking about the Halloween party. Now we're
Yeah,
talking about
but
that.
we talked before the Halloween party. We talked about like if the situation came up.
Yeah.
What would we even do?
Right.
Because like we've always played together, same room and everything, and we were like, what happened?
Not together,
No, we've been separate
but
beds,
same room.
but same room. But we've even when we've not been together, we've had like it's not like the entire thing was apart. Like we've had times where we started kissing everybody together, and then we split apart on separate beds,
Sure.
type of thing. Or we all started on one bed, and then the bed was not big enough for what we wanted to happen, so we had to
So
separate
true.
to separate beds.
They need bigger beds.
Yeah, every hotel. What's bigger than a king bed?
I don't know.
We need it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dear
Sex bed.
hospitality industry,
Yeah.
we need a swinger size bed.
Yeah. Which is like enough
Sign.
for a lot of people. Like a dozen. A baker's dozen.
A baker's,
baker's dozen of
baker's
swingers. Think
dozen.
of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That could be the description. Big enough for a baker's, dozen of swingers.
to fuck on.
6 couples and 1 single lady.
Yeah.
Is 13
Obviously.
a baker's dozen?
Yeah. Very
Okay.
good.
Woo.
Good math.
Boom.
That was so
Good
fast.
math. Nailed it.
It's hot.
Yeah, I know it is. It's baker's dozen. Yeah. Anyways, we had talked about the possibility of like, well, what happens if like one of us makes a connection with somebody, or what if the other person just isn't in the mood like to play it, like fully play that night?
Yep.
Like, what happens? Like, what do we do?
We did talk about that.
Yeah.
Yep. Did we come up with an answer?
And you know what? We didn't record it.
Okay.
Have a good week, everybody.
Okay. We just talked about it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, we did talk about it. No, I don't think, but, okay, so we talked about, like, so, like, what if I'm not in the mood to, like, necessarily be playing, or I don't have a connection with the wife, but you have a connection with the dude?
Right.
Do I sit there and watch? You know, like, if
Right.
I'm into that, is that something that would
Well,
be
I would
interesting to me? Do I go and do something else? Like, I don't mean somebody else, I mean something else.
Yeah.
You know, where, like, I'm going to get a drink at the bar, or, like, dance, or
Yeah.
play a game of Halo.
Just literally gonna say go home and play Halo.
Yeah.
Right.
What
I gotcha.
happens there?
Well, I think everybody's different.
I agree.
Obviously, we know couples where we've been at a party and like one of the couple is upstairs
Yeah.
doing someone else,
Yeah.
like a totally different like place, like
Yeah.
not
Oh,
at
yeah.
all together,
Yeah.
and that's fine. That's
Yeah, and
how
they were totally
That's
cool.
how they
Yep.
roll, and
Yep.
that's cool. And then there are couples who only play with women or
Right.
only play together or don't full swap or don't. It's just different. It's whatever
everybody
makes you
has their
comfortable,
own-
right?
yeah.
So if you only play together, then obviously some scenarios won't ever happen.
Right.
Like you won't be in one room and I'll be
Yeah.
some other room and
Yeah.
we'll catch each other later. Like
Yeah.
that's okay. That's totally fine. I do think within the separate play or together play, there's a lot of gray area. Like,
Okay.
obviously, separate, totally separate. One
Yeah.
of you maybe is playing, one of you isn't. Nobody, I don't want to say nobody cares, but like it's all allowed, right? Because
Right.
I think if you get to that point, you can't be like, well, I'm not there, but you can't do this, this, and this, and
Right.
I can't do this, this, and this. But I don't know. I feel like if you're going to separate play, you got to fully trust each other that
Right.
you're doing somebody, I'm doing somebody, and we will see each other later
Yeah.
or
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Right.
And then I think there's the completely together play where maybe sometimes you don't even fully swap with other people,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But I think that whole like continuum in the middle,
Yeah.
it's big.
Yeah.
This is allowed, this isn't allowed, whatever. Like we talked about a scenario where, okay, so if we decide
Yeah.
that we're fine with I'm going to go upstairs and play with someone.
Right.
And you're cool, and I'm cool, and we're going to do that.
Right.
And then you go to the bar,
Yeah.
have a drink, whatever.
Yeah.
Chatting with people. What if the situation presents itself and you're suddenly interested in going upstairs with someone you're having a drink with at the bar?
Right.
Is that then like
Is that
allowed?
okay,
or is that like
it
that's not the situation we talked about when
Right.
it happened?
Yeah.
So is that like I
Yeah.
go down to the bar and you're not there and it's like, what the fuck?
Right.
Or is it like, well, I was upstairs playing separately. Why can't you do the same thing?
Yeah.
And I'm not
seems
saying
like it gets really like
almost complicated.
murky of like
Yeah.
what do the rules become for
Mm-hmm.
each couple? Because you're right, like I guess it's fair that like so if I meet somebody at the bar and they're like let's go upstairs, it's like well I guess that's okay. Like my wife is upstairs with somebody,
Right.
but you also don't know about it. You know, so it's
Exactly.
like I remember when we were talking, you were like your thing was like I don't want to run into somebody the next morning and then be like
I had
and
fun
they're
fucking
like,
your
I
husband
had-
last
yeah,
night,
and
and I'm
you're
like,
like, what?
who are you?
Yeah, yeah.
What are you
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about?
Exactly.
It's weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not even that I would say no. That's
No.
not what this is about.
Yeah.
Or even let's reverse it,
Yeah.
where you are going upstairs
Right.
and you're doing whatever,
Yeah.
and that's we've talked about it. We're all cool.
Yeah.
Everything you're doing, great.
Yeah.
My blessing.
Yeah.
Right. And then I'm like just gonna hang out. I'm not really feeling it. Gonna
Yeah.
go for a drink. Gonna hang out. Whatever. Chat with our friends.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And then all of a sudden I end up upstairs.
Right.
I mean, I do wonder, but like, wouldn't you be like, where's my wife at? Like, even if
Yeah,
you weren't
if
mad.
I finish and go back
about-
downstairs, I'm like,
but I'm
somebody
not
has
there.
kidnapped my
Someone's
wife.
fucking her, I
Yeah,
guess. I
yeah,
assume.
yeah.
Like, and even
Yeah.
if you're cool with it, like,
Yeah.
I didn't okay it with you.
Right.
Maybe it's somebody new that you've never even met before.
Right.
Like,
Well, and then we said
that's
like, so what
kind
if
of interesting. That's
Yeah.
kind of, it seems like a thing that maybe isn't allowed. I don't
know either. Well,
right?
like, what if we said like, what if one of us is playing with somebody? So like say you go upstairs with somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm downstairs at the bar, and I've okayed the person you're upstairs with. But what if like somebody else swoops in and
upstairs.
yeah, that you are like both of you are attracted to or whatever, and you're cool with joining,
Right.
But like you didn't okay with your partner.
That's right.
Is that cool or not cool?
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, well, they gave you the okay for the one person, but not for the other. But then it's like, in the heat of the moment when stuff is happening, it's like, I don't expect you to run downstairs and be like,
Yeah, naked.
is it okay if this person also
Yes.
has sex with me?
7 more super hot people are
listen,
joining us. Is
listen,
that fine?
This person, this person, this person, and this person also want to have sex with me. You cool? Okay, I'll be upstairs. Like,
I have so much work to do.
yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, cardio, right? I know. Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean about that, like, that continuum. It's
Yeah.
like, I feel like for us,
Yeah.
if we decide separate play is a thing for us, I kind of feel like it's got to be like
Everything,
no rules
right.
within the parameters of
Yeah.
like, safe and blah,
Yeah.
blah, of course, all
Yeah.
those kinds of things. But you're right. Like, if that happens, other people show up. You're supposed to be
Yeah.
like, I'm sorry, I have to.
Yeah.
In a way,
Because it could
I
be
would.
somebody you know or somebody you don't know.
Yeah.
And either way, it's like, it just adds a wrinkle. So you're right. It's like,
If I was playing with like a person
Yeah.
or people that we had talked about, and then a new person came in, I don't know if I would feel good about that. I don't
Yeah.
know if I would just like, yep, keep it going. I think I would be like, I'd be in my head.
yeah.
I think I'd be worrying about like, I didn't actually kind of okay this with
Yeah.
you. But then
But,
it
like-
kind of begs the question of like, well, then maybe I shouldn't sort of be up there without you. Because
Right, like if
you
you're
were
giving
right
somebody's
there,
permission to go up there, are you
Yeah.
basically giving them permission to do whatever?
I don't know.
I mean,
These are
like,
the whole things
what
of
if
like
you're up
rules
there
of
and, like-
playing separately. I don't know.
Scarlett Johansson and Scarlet Witch show up,
I mean,
and they're like,
I'm not coming down to ask you.
we want to have an Avengers-themed orgy with you, Margot,
Yes. Yep.
and Cap.
I would lock the door,
Thor and
I
Cap.
would live there.
We would
forever.
all like to have, yeah.
Sorry,
And
you're
you're
not
like,
getting asked.
I gotta go ask Miller, and they're like, shit, we gotta go fight Ultron right away. We
Yeah.
only got like 5 minutes. You
Yeah.
in or out?
I'm in
Yeah,
hard
hard in.
for sure.
Yeah.
No, but
it's like,
I'm just joking.
what do
I
you
know
do
you're
in
saying.
that situation
Yeah.
when the Avengers want to have an orgy with you?
That's right.
And you have to run downstairs and ask your
Well,
stupid
that's probably on our
podcast
list of
host /
exceptions.
husband. Yeah. If you could have sex with the Avengers.
That's how I refer to you.
Yeah.
This is my stupid podcast host
Yeah.
/ husband. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I say the most important part of you to me first.
Yeah.
And yet also call it stupid.
Yeah.
And then after that, you're my husband.
Yeah.
Of
Exactly.
a really long
Yeah,
time.
so
But whatever.
He's not going to help you when you fight Thanos. He'll probably make some kind of dick joke.
Yeah, 3 times because
3
that's his
times, and
thing.
He'll think it's hilarious.
Ugh.
It might be funny. It'll probably be funny. I just won't tell him. And then,
Yeah, so I guess if you are a couple listening that play separately, do you have rules? Do you have different rules than when you're playing together? Like,
Right. Is it
my
kind of
thinking
all
would be
or
if you're
none?
all in the same room, literally, we have looked across the room through a sea of people at each other and given each other a little thumbs up, and then I feel great. Then
Yeah.
I am ready. I can do whatever because
Yeah.
I got that thumbs up with you. I want to know that you and me are cool. And so far we have been, but if we weren't, if I look across through the sea of people and I get a thumbs down,
Yeah.
I feel like all systems are off at that
Right,
point.
yeah.
And I stop having fun with the situations that are happening.
Right.
Like even the joking, like what you're saying,
Yeah.
like Scarlett Johansson
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I wouldn't, it doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter
Right.
what's happening. I wouldn't have fun if I was, or as
Yeah, if
much
you were
fun if
worried.
I was worried about
Right.
like,
Am
how
I
gonna
breaking a
explain
rule?
this
Is he gonna be
later?
pissed?
Are
Yeah.
we going to have a whole thing? I don't want to hurt his feelings. I don't
Yeah.
want it to be a whole, right?
Yeah.
So I think together play, even if it isn't together, but it's in the same room.
Yeah.
I think sometimes people think same room play means that I'm with you and we're watching things. That's not necessarily what's happening.
No,
Same room can
yeah.
be like, you are over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Buried in a mountain of boobs.
Yeah.
And I am over here.
Right.
Buried in my own mountain of
Yes,
boobs.
exactly.
Boob mountain.
Boob Mountain, yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
that's fine,
Well,
but it
'cause,
is
yeah.
important to make that little
Yeah, just look
even
and, like-
couple second connection, little kiss or
Yeah.
little how you doing, you good, whatever.
Yeah.
It's nice, it's good, and then
Yeah.
everybody's good. No one needs to feel bad about anything. No one needs to explain something in the morning.
Yeah.
You're just everything's cool.
Yeah.
I just wonder about the separateness and yet still having
Yeah.
rules. My
and I think
assumption
you'd have
is
to
you
assume
can't have
that,
any.
like, when you're done, you have to, like, either be like, do you want to know everything that happened
Mm.
or not know everything that happened? You know, like, if you don't want to be in the situation where you run into somebody the next morning at, like, the breakfast buffet and they're like, love your husband's dick.
Yeah.
You know,
It was
you
all
don't want
up
to
in
be
me.
weird and be like, okay. Or you just like, right on.
Yeah.
I don't know about it, but that's kind of cool. Like,
Yeah, I
like you have to
guess
decide
it's-
what you want to know at the end where it's like,
Yeah.
like maybe, like some people love hearing the details.
True.
That's where they like get excited and turned on by it.
Mm-hmm.
And some people, not that they don't, but it's like, and not that they're jealous, although it could be potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's like they just, it doesn't do anything for them. Or
True.
maybe they just want to know, like, these are the 10 people that I had sex with while you were downstairs at the bar.
So ambitious.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's...
1, done. Get out
yeah.
of here. 2,
Here,
done.
yeah. I got 10
one-
minutes. I got to be back downstairs.
One thrust per person.
exactly.
That's all I have time
Don't
for.
expect me to finish. yeah.
You're not going to,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm trying to like process here where, because I know I said that I
I think you
I
were just
would be
working it
weirded
through.
out if there were people sort of that had done things with you that I didn't know about.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I'm not sure if it's a jealousy thing. I don't think so. I think it's just like the feeling that there would be someone out there that has a connection with you that I wasn't aware of, which maybe that is rooted in jealousy. I'm not sure. I'm kind of trying to like
Yeah.
process it.
Is
in
it
my
that or is it
brain.
just not knowing?
Because I feel
or-
like at the end of the day, you should know everything about me, and other people get little pieces here and there, and we're okay with that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be like further down the line of the people who sort of know you or get you or
Right.
have you or whatever
Yeah.
the word is. And it would weird me out if there was someone kind of, even just for a moment or two, sort of like in front of the line of you where like
Right.
they know me more, they get me more,
Yeah.
they have me more than you do. And don't mean like just for like that hour or
Yeah.
whatever, you know. But so I guess just the idea of like you have secrety something with somebody else, even if it's not secrety, it's just something we haven't like sort of gone through all the details
Right,
yet.
yeah.
It did kind of make me feel weird. So maybe that is like an insecurity or jealousy thing. I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't know. Like, how would you feel if the breakfast buffet thing happens and like dudes keep coming up to you that you've never seen before, and you're like,
did Margo
"Oh,
have
I
a dick
plowed your
buffet
wife
last night?"
Yeah,
Like,
that's me.
That's the podcast. That's the
Dick
episode.
buffet.
Dick buffet. Yeah. I mean, I like knowing the details.
You do.
So
But I guess
would
I would have
almost be
told
like, you would have
so-
told me before because I would want to know.
Yeah, so that situation probably wouldn't.
How many dicks did you
Come
suck
up.
last night, Margo?
7.
And I'd be like, sweet.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I guess it's just the idea of not, but at the same time, I don't need to know, like, we did this position for 3 minutes and we did this position for, like, I don't want to know that.
Right.
Like, go have a good time. If
Yeah.
I've given you my blessing, go.
Right.
Like, I don't need to,
Yeah.
you don't need to okay things
Yeah.
with me every time
Yeah.
something, like, changes. So I just kind of, I'm just, like, cool with it. Like,
Right.
go ahead. That's fine.
And I think
you're with her.
you would
I got
definitely
it.
want to
Fine.
know who was there.
Yeah,
think.
I would. But I don't, yeah. I'm not sure.
Anyways, I would love to hear what our listeners have done or have rules for, or how they feel about like playing separate, like,
Yeah.
and I don't mean like separate beds, separate. I mean
Separate, fully separate rooms where,
Yeah, separate
where you hear
rooms.
the next morning about like, I know you thought I went upstairs with person A, but like B and C showed up, so
Like, yeah,
applaud them too.
yeah,
You know?
yeah, exactly,
thing.
yeah. Like
And maybe
what-
that's cool, maybe it's not.
Yeah.
I do, like, I don't want it to sound like I don't, because I very much trust you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you would be with someone or in a situation that you wouldn't feel cool about.
yeah,
So if you feel cool about it,
right,
you know I would feel cool about it
Yeah.
because we're like
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
partners in life and this whole
Yeah.
thing. If I was in something where I was like, Miller's gonna think this is awesome,
Yeah.
I would go to town.
Right.
But if a little thing happened where I'm
Right.
like,
Where you're like,
I
is she
don't
gonna like
know if
this?
he's gonna be okay with this, I wouldn't want to do it anymore.
yeah. It
Just
would like
out
wreck
of like
the
it would
fun
wreck
of
it.
Yeah,
Partly out of respect for you.
yeah,
Partly just because it would lose all interest for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not interested in doing something that would upset you
yeah,
or bother you or somehow like, I don't know,
Yeah.
sneak under the radar of what I'm allowed to do. Like that's not of interest to me.
yeah.
Why this is fun is because we're like in it together.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I
Anyway,
agree. Cool.
So there you go. Separate play.
Yeah.
Experiences.
Yeah,
Pictures.
send us-
Whatever.
yeah, send us
Video.
your pictures.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Gifts.
Video.
I don't know.
GIFs. GIFs.
It's not GIF.
No, it's GIFs.
That's peanut
Send us your
butter.
GIFs. Yeah.
Your Jeffs.
Your Jeffs.
All your men named Jeff.
All your GIFs.
They have to be like 8 or above. Though.
Yeah. Yeah, we only play with high level GIFs.
Someone told me that one. They were talking about their husband. And they were like, oh, he'll fuck anything. I mean, as long as they're an 8 or above.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, so not anything.
No. Yeah.
That made me laugh.
It's not the way you think that turns me on. The last thing I wanna do is listen to you talk. But I don't wanna know what you're about. I just want your dirty little mind and your dirty little mouth. I'm not the kind of boy to just sit and sit on.
I should just gave up.
You broke my brain.
Yeah.
It was already small. No, it's also broken. See, look, she's looking for it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love her. She's so dumb. It's back. Oh, Jesus.